The bank has been calling me about my house.
Wow.
I'm gonna lose my house. 1,500 was my mortgage. The bank is calling. They're knocking on my door, and I need to pay my mortgage. And he was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. Every man for himself." There were many reasons why I left En Vogue, but the biggest reason that I left was because the money wasn't there. No one likes to come home and at the end of the day, like, their check is zero.
That I destroyed En Vogue. Single-handedly, all by myself, I destroyed this amazing group.
Dawn Robinson, the sassiest songstress in En Vogue, dropped a bombshell that left fans shaken to the core. Tensions were running higher than a Kardashian's credit card bill as Dawn decided to strut her stuff solo, leaving her En Vogue sisters in the dust. But hold on to your wigs, because that's not the end of this spicy saga. So why did the singer take such a leap of faith, and why did she leave her flock to soar somewhere else? In the beginning, plenty of people thought that it was some sort of strategic move, perhaps to garner the attention of the media and so on. Plenty could see her as a troublemaker and a drama starter, but that was actually far from the case. Later on, Dawn was very honest and transparent about her reasons. She was feeling exploited and taken advantage of, since the record company that En Vogue signed with made millions off of their work, but the members of the group, Terry Ellis, Cindy Herron, Maxine Jones, and Dawn Robinson herself, hardly made so much money. This didn't sit right with Dawn, and she started making a fuss about it, but nobody really paid any attention to her or bothered with her. She said in an interview, "When slavery was abolished, many slaves didn't want to leave the plantations because the master would give them food and shelter, and they were afraid to leave. The same kind of mentality exists today where people don't leave their current situation because they are afraid. It's scary to go out there and say, enough is enough. It's scary to fight the record company because they're huge and have money. I am a troublemaker. We deserve so much more." She was talking about none of the other group members, Terry, Cindy, or Maxine, really thought about how they were being ripped off, in exchange for having the stability of a famous life without conflict and making all right money to get them by. However, Robinson wasn't having it. She said, "You get caught up before you truly understand that contract and know what questions to ask. All of those contracts are written in Old English, and you're like, huh? Nobody talks like that. We had legal counsel, but if you still don't understand because it's not broken down in layman's terms for you, it's difficult to know the right questions to ask." And it seems that her voice was shrouded in a web of legal jargon, which was somehow convincing to the other band members. When she's had enough, that's when she decided that she won't put up with what was going on and take matters into her own hands, leaving the group and starting anew.
Because of our huge success and because we were a huge name, that the people around us would make sure that we were taken care of.
Yes.
Just like we were making sure that they were financially taken care of. But they did not.
She didn't just vanish into thin air. Oh no. Dawn strutted straight into the arms of none other than Dr. Dre's label, Aftermath, in a move that had tongues wagging faster than a chihuahua in a wind tunnel. But wait, there's more. While her former bandmates were left picking up the pieces, Dawn wasn't about to fade into obscurity. She popped up on the firm's track Firm Biz, adding her signature sass and style to the mix. Talk about making an entrance. In 1999, our girl Dawn was all over the place, and we mean that in the best way possible. First up, she graced the silver screen with her sultry vocals in the movie Life, crooning the jazz classic Drop Me Off in Harlem. But that's not all, honey. Dawn didn't stop there. Oh no. She strutted her stuff right into the supergroup Lucy Pearl alongside some other musical heavyweights. Their debut album dropped like a bombshell in May 2000, skyrocketing to the top of the charts faster than you can say hit single. And speaking of hits, their lead single, Dance Tonight, had everybody grooving like there was no tomorrow, climbing all the way to number 5 on the R&B charts and number 35 on the Billboard Hot 100. Talk about a smash hit. But hold on to your martinis because the drama's just getting started. Just when it seemed like Lucy Pearl was on top of the world, our girl Dawn dropped a bombshell of her own. She waved goodbye to the group, citing some serious beef over fair compensation. Can you believe it? And let's just say negotiations with her bandmate Raphael Sadiq didn't exactly end on a high note. But fear not, gossip lovers. Where one diva exits stage left, another steps right up. Joey swooped in to take Dawn's place, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. Lucy Pearl fizzled out faster than a sparkler on the 4th of July, leaving fans scratching their heads and wondering what could have been. Looks like this diva's journey is full of twists, turns, and more drama than a reality TV reunion special. In 2002, fresh off her Aftermath days, Dawn dropped her solo album Dawn like it was hot. And get this, she did it in style, teaming up with Q Records, a division of QVC and Atlantic Records. Talk about making a grand entrance. But wait, there's more drama than a soap opera season finale. Fast forward to 2005, and Dawn's back in the spotlight with none other than En Vogue. Just when it seems like Dawn's star is fading faster than yesterday's headlines, fate throws her a curveball. Because it's time for a reunion tour with her En Vogue sisters. But can they put their past differences aside and reclaim their thrones as queens of R&B? Tune in next week to find out, because this saga is far from over, honey. The original lineup reunited, and they weren't messing around. They signed on with the Firm Management Group, one of the biggest names in the biz, and hit the stage with Salt and Peppa for an epic performance of What a Man at VH1's Hip Hop Honors. Can you say iconic? But just when it seemed like everything was smooth sailing, the drama reared its ugly head once again. Dawn and the En Vogue ladies couldn't see eye to eye on the business front, and before you could say, Grammy nomination, Dawn was out the door once more. Cue the heartbreak and the headlines, because En Vogue was left without their leading lady and without a management team. Looks like this diva's journey is full of twists, turns, and enough drama to keep us gossiping for days. In April 2008, she hit the road for a whirlwind tour, belting out hits from her En Vogue and Lucy Pearl days like nobody's business. But hold on to your hats, because the real showstopper came later that year when Dawn reunited with her En Vogue sisters, the star-studded BET Awards. Can you imagine the slaying on that stage, with Alicia Keys, SWV, and TLC all in one place? Talk about a diva extravaganza. But the drama didn't stop there, honey. In 2009, Dawn and the En Vogue crew hit the road once again for their 20th anniversary tour, bringing the nostalgia and the hits to fans everywhere. And let's not forget the iconic moment when all four members graced the cover of Jet magazine in 2010, giving us major reunion vibes. But just when we thought this reunion was forever, the plot thickens. Dawn dropped a bombshell when she decided to sit out on recording the new En Vogue album in 2011. And the tea didn't stop there. Negotiations turned sour, and before we knew it, Dawn was out the door once again. Can you believe it? She spilled all the juicy details on Access Hollywood, dishing about contract issues and shady management like only a true diva can. So grab your gossip crew and stay tuned, because Dawn Robinson's journey is full of twists, turns, and enough drama to keep us talking for days. Back in October 2012, she and Maxine Jones made headlines when they spilled the tea on Access Hollywood about forming a brand new girl group called Heirs to the Throne. Talk about shaking up the music scene. But hold on to your hats, because this diva drama is just getting started. Before you could say girl power, Dawn and Maxine went their separate ways, with Maxine forming her own group called En Vogue to the Max. And let's just say, things got messy real quick when former groupmates Cindy Herron and Terry Ellis sued Maxine for using the En Vogue name without permission. Cue the courtroom drama. But wait, there's more. In 2013, Dawn strutted her stuff onto the small screen with a starring role in R&B Divas, Los Angeles. The series gave us a backstage pass into the lives of R&B's biggest stars, including Dawn herself and her celebrity beau Christopher Niels Connolly. But the drama didn't stop there. Dawn turned down her option for the second season and even teased a potential reality show with Bravo. Can you say spin-off spectacular? And just when you thought you'd heard it all, Dawn's back in the spotlight with a bang. In October 2019, she reunited with her En Vogue sisters for a show-stopping performance at the City of Hope Gala, marking the first time all 5 members hit the stage together. Talk about a diva reunion for the ages. But wait, there's one more twist in this tale. Dawn and Maxine have teamed up once again, hitting the road as the Funky Divas. Looks like this drama-filled journey is far from over, and we can't wait to see what scandalous secrets these divas uncover next.